Hello students, welcome to Global Online. In today's video, we are going to discuss most expected MCQs on business statistics and research methods. So let's begin. First question says, what are the primary purpose of descriptive statistics? So students, generally statistics is categorized into two parts. One is the inferential statistics and another is the descriptive statistics. So in this way, descriptive and inferential are the two types of mainly statistics. So here in this question, you are asked that what are the purposes of descriptive statistics? So to make inferences about the population, no, it's a characteristics of inferential. Okay, then to summarize and describe the data, so this is the characteristics of descriptive. Test hypothesis and determine causation, these are also parts of inferential statistics. So option number B will be right answer, to summarize and describe data. Before moving ahead, there is an important information for you. Still you have 20 to 25 days period of time. You can easily prepare for the upcoming NTA UGC NET June 2026 exam. To boost up your preparation, Global Online has bought the complete crash course on commerce. In this course, you will get both live and recorded lectures, complete syllabus notes, weekly test, full syllabus based mock test with explanation, 4000 MCQs and PYQs, and the biggest advantage is if you take the paper 2 course, you will get paper 1 completely free with all same facilities. New batches starting from 1st June. The fees is 10,000, but after discount you can get both papers in 8,000 only with the validity of 1 year. To join, download the Global Online app and contact on the given numbers. The sum of squared differences between each data point and mean in the definition of standard deviation, variance, range and mean. So students, here what is squared differences between each data point and the mean in the definition. So it is the definition of nothing but the variance. Okay, so option number B, variance, will be our right answer for this question. Let's see the next question. In a data set, which measure of central tendency is influenced by extreme values? So suppose here values are 2, 5, 7 and 8, and if I change this to 8, okay, so here the extreme values are changed, so the median or mode will not be affected. Range is not part of measures of central tendency, so this will not be there. The most effective measure will be the mean. Okay, so option number A, mean, will be the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question. The coefficient of variation is a measure of relative variability and calculated as. So students, here generally what happens in a statement based question or in a one-liner question, NTA asks you the formula. So here you have to tell the formula of coefficient of variation. So range upon mean, this will not be there. Standard deviation upon mean, then variance upon mean, and interquartile range upon mode. So our right answer here will be whenever we have to calculate the variance, we calculate it as a sigma, means standard deviation upon mean into 100. Okay, in this way you can calculate the value of variance. Okay, so option number B will be the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question. Which of the following statements about the variance and standard deviation is true? Variance is the square of the standard deviation, then standard deviation is the square of the variance, then variance and standard deviations are identical measures, and variance is square root of standard deviations. So students, here if we talk, variance and standard deviations both belong to variability, but though both are different, so identical measures will not be there. Variance is the square root of standard deviation, so this will not be there. Standard deviation is the square of variance. Okay, so here variance is the square of standard deviation. Okay, so variance is equal to sigma square. So generally in this way it is written. So our option number A will be the right answer for this question. Let's see the next question. Here two statements are given to you. Statement 1 says statistics is used in case of quantitative data only, and statement 2 says by using descriptive statistics, value of variable can be predicted. So here statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct. So no, both are not correct. Okay, then if we see the statement 1, statistics is used in case of quantitative data only. So here statement 1 is true, but by using descriptive statistics, value of variable can be predicted. No, value of variable cannot be predicted. It is just you describe. Value is, if you want to predict the value of a variable, you have to use the inferential statistics like regression. By regression, you can use the or predict the value of the variable. Okay, so option number C will be the right answer. One is correct and the second is incorrect. Okay, due to this descriptive word, the second statement is wrong. Let's see the next question. If two data sets have the same mean but different measures of dispersion, which data set is more spread out? The data set with higher standard deviation, the data set with smaller range, the data set with smaller variance, and the data set with larger interquartile range. So here the statement is the mean is same in case of both data sets, like A and B are data set, and here the measures of dispersions are different. So here the whichever larger the standard deviation, larger the variability. Okay, so option number A will be the right answer. The data set with a larger standard deviation will be the right answer. Let's see the next question. If the skewness of distribution is negative, what can be inferred about the shape of the distribution? Left skewed, symmetric, right skewed, and normal distribution. So students, normal distribution is a bell-shaped curve in where the mean, mode, median, all the values are equal. Okay, but here whenever we talk about the skewness is a case where the normal distribution curve मतलब हिल जाता है अपने प्लेस से. Okay, it changes its position. So here either it may be positive or it may be negative. So it is asking about the negative. So suppose there is a trick, like you all know about the number line, and here 0 is there, and here all the positive values come, and here all the negative values come. So if it right shape is it is negative, so we see that the skewness curve is left skewed. Okay, so you can easily remember the skewness by number line. So here if it is in left shapes negative, then it will be left skewed, and if it is positive, then it will be right skewed. Okay, so our right answer for this question is option number A, left skewed. Which of the following measures of skewness based on the relationship between the mean, median, and mode? Pearson coefficient of skewness, Bolle's coefficient of skewness, Fisher's Pearson coefficient of skewness, and Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness. So students, whenever we talk about the measures of skewness which are based among the relationship between the mean, mode, and median, so it is nothing but the Bolle's coefficient of skewness. Option number B will be the right answer. Which of the following statements is true about a negatively skewed distribution? The mean is greater than median, the median is greater than the mean and median are equal, and the mean and median cannot be determined. So skewness, whenever we talk about the negatively skewed data, okay, whenever we talk about the negatively skewed data, in such case the mean and median will not be equal, and the mean and median cannot be determined, so this will not be there. Here the mean is greater than the median. Okay, the value of mean will be greater than the value of median. Okay, so option number A will be the right answer for this question. When the correlation coefficient R is close to 1, in such case what happens? There is no relationship between the two variables. No, there exists a relationship. There is a strong linear relationship between the two variables if the value is close to 1. So in such case the relationship between the variables will be strong. So option number B will be the right answer. It is impossible to tell if there is a relationship between two variables, so this will not be there, and the slope of the regression line will be close to 1, so this will not be there. If the value of R is close to 1, so in such a case like 0.9, so in such a case the value of correlation is between the variables is stronger. So option number B will be the right answer. Questionnaire survey method is used to collect secondary data, qualitative variable, primary data, none of this. So all of you know that the questionnaire, we all know that questionnaire is a primary data collection tool where a questionnaire is formed and data is collected from the respondent. So it is a primary data. Option number C will be the right answer, primary data. Select the order of sampling schemes from best to worst. Okay, pay attention here what it is asking. Best worth, such type of questions are asked. So simple random stratified convenience, simple random convenience stratified, then stratified simple random convenience, and stratified convenience and simple random. So students, here the best sampling technique is nothing but the simple random technique, okay, where you randomly choose the sample. Okay, so here option number simple random will come in the beginning, then after convenience is a non-probability sampling technique, so bias may be involved here, so it may be worse as compared to stratified. Stratified, there are homogeneous groups are prepared, so the number one will be simple random, then second will be stratified, and third will be the worst will be the convenience. Okay, so option number A will be the right answer, simple random, stratified and convenience. What is the median of the following set of scores? 18, 6, 12, 10, 14. So here median is nothing but the central value. So here by direct observation you can see that to skip 2 here and skip 2 here, you will get the mid value, that is 12. So our right answer will be option number D, 12. The goal of DASH is to focus on summarizing and explaining specific set of data. Inferential statistics, descriptive statistics, prescriptive statistics, all of the above. So whenever we summarizing and explaining the specific set of data, so here inferential will not be used. Here always descriptive statistics will be used. Okay, so option B, descriptive statistics, will be the right answer in this question. So our option B will be the right answer in this question. That's all in today's session. I hope you might have understood all the questions. So thank you. See you in next question session. Bye.